Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about working hours and time management for artists. When we talk about working hours, it's a lot more than just working hours. When we say 9 to 5, it doesn't mean just working 9 to 5. It means the office job, the repetitive work, the difficult colleagues, and the rat race, the climbing the ladders, the glass ceiling is something that we want to avoid, and that's why we automatically repel the idea of working 9 to 5. I want you to rethink and reinterpret 9 to 5 working hours and try to make it your way. Yesterday, I was talking to an artist in Canada, and he told me that he works not 9 to 5, but 5 to 9. He gets up 5 p.m. working through the night and goes to bed at 9 a.m. and sleeps through the day, and he misses the whole day's activities during the daytime, during the daylight. He asked me it is okay to do that, or would I suggest him to do otherwise, and that's why I want to make this video to talk about the time management and offer you some good reasons for you to switch to a regular daylight working hours. I will offer you 12 reasons that I just wrote down quite randomly. Number one, it allows you to work with other people. Imagining if you want to hire an assistant, working with a gallerist, or working with other kind of marketeers or mentors, you must adapt to a normal working schedule. Otherwise, other people will not be able to match your weird, irregular working hours. Number two, you can easily do customer service. Imagine if you're selling t-shirts, art merchandising on your website, social media, and you have an inquiry about a certain piece of work, you need to get back to them normally during the day, because otherwise people can have really bad impressions of you answering them in the middle of night, and maybe they'll think that you have some kind of issues, or maybe you're drunk, and they would kind of assume that. I know it's not fair, but people would assume that if you answer them outside of their normal interpreted working hours. And here comes the third point. It gives a professional impression. If you have a regular office hours, especially if you can communicate that, for example, at the door of your art studio or in your social media, so people can know when to contact you. Number four, it allows you to socialize with other people like family and friends or colleagues in the art field. It will not miss important opportunities, because that's when other people go out. They don't go out at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. They go out during the day. So if you want to meet more people and network, you need to follow their schedules. Number five, it helps you to control your workload. If you're working irregularly, it's very hard for you to control how many hours have you worked today or this week or this month, and in the long run you don't really know how many hours you have put in to your art. Number six, it helps you with discipline. As an individual, as a freelancer, it's very hard to stay focused and stay productive. Sometimes I stray away, I make a coffee, and then I start watching YouTube videos or going on my social media, and I lose track of time. It is important when there are no other people around you to set up your own schedule so you can stick to it and manage yourself better. Number seven, it helps you to make better photos and videos. Unless if you are a professional photographer or videographer, unlikely you will have very, very strong lights for you to make really good videos. And if you imagine one day want to make a time lapse or take a really good photo of your art, and if you only work during the night, your photos will not come out as good as if you work during the day. And guess what? Sunlight is the number one brightest free light source in the world, and you need to take advantage of that. Number eight, it helps you to enjoy other public services and goods, because you can go to the medics, you can go to the post office, you can go to the stores using public transport, so that you can enjoy a lot of the things that is only offered during the day. Number nine, it allows you to create a large piece of art outdoors. Imagine if you're painting a mural, it's unlikely you have enough power to power the whole wall with artificial lighting. So you need to do it during the daylight when the colors are vibrant, and you can do it in the free light source, and you don't have to spend extra to light up your work surface. Here comes the point 10, that you would save on electricity. I know that now with LED light bulbs you don't pay so much, but still you are costing energy, and it's not ecological, it's not economic, so it's a lot better to save on the electric bills by working with the free sunlight. Number 11, it prevents you to have a burnout. If you're working 24 hours, imagine nonstop, or even 40 hours nonstop, and then for the rest of the week, you're feeling so weak and tired and you can't get out of your bed, or you're feeling really dizzy. If you have a more regular work hours and you just work a little bit every day, 5 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, however you want, but you won't be able to stress yourself to the point that you will collapse. So it's a lot healthier for you. Last but not the least, I don't know if you have heard about the circadian clock or the circadian rhythm. Basically, it is our internal clock that is ticking with the earth, with the turning of the earth, so that your body knows when to get up with the sunlight and goes to sleep. It's associated with the melatonin production as well. It's the natural hormone existing in everybody's body to be able to sleep well during the night. It is essential for us to respect and follow the circadian clock. I know that some people, very, very rare, but there are some people that are better during the night, because in our history we always had some night watchers like the guards during the night to keep the rest of us safe. I think it's also an evolution thing, or a creation thing, if you want to say that, if you're a creationist. Unless you are one of the few people in our population that would be better and productive and more alert at night. But usually for most of us, we should sleep during the night and we should produce during the day. That is our natural calling. There are Nobel Prize winners for their research in the circadian clock and rhythm. And if you want to research into that, you can find many interesting resources on the internet, free, available for you to look into. Maybe after seeing this video, you are convinced that you should follow the natural clock of the sunlight and switch on your alarm clock so that tomorrow you can get up during the morning. But the problem is not the fact that you're willing to, but it's very important first to understand why you are operating in an irregular hour. What is that you are trying to avoid during the day, or why you are so repelling to the idea of working regularly in a fixed hours? Is that some kind of physical, sociological, economical reason that you're trying to avoid? That I know some people that don't like the day because they are bothered by the banks and the bills and also other administrative issues, so they prefer the evening, or they're sharing a large house with family and it's very noisy during the daytime. You can find solutions only if you find the real reason behind why you're working irregularly, and then you can come up with accordingly the solutions, like renting a separate space outside of your home, or maybe a shared space with other artists so you can work uninterruptedly during the daytime, or there are other solutions depending each individual needs and wants. That's all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions, and see you in the next video.